and welcome to another English International session of Clearing Our Implants. Hi, welcome today, and we are going to do some fabulous work. We are going to not only heal ourselves, but heal the world. And so, yes, and a note that we are surrounded by the forces of light. Um, one moment here, I need to get my slideshow back on here. But in the meantime, let us just visualize for a moment that we are surrounded by brilliant white light. This session is guided and guarded by the highest forces of light for the optimum protection of and healing of everyone involved. And let us also visualize a brilliant, powerful, violent flame surrounding us and this session, transmuting anything that does not serve the light. So, for a moment, let us just visualize this. Okay, and welcome back. Sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties today. There's some interesting energies. So, can I just get a confirmation that everyone can hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful. Okay, thank you. Let us move on now. So, yes, we have visualized we are going to be clearing our implants today, doing some very, very powerful work. So, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Deborah, and I will be your host today, along with my fabulous team. I am coming to you from the United States. I'm a leader with the Sisterhood of the Rose Planetary Network, and you may know me from my conversations with Cobra. And as I said, I have a fabulous international team that I would love them to take a moment to say hello to you. So, hello, Felipe.
Hello, Deborah. Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Um, Thank you so much for being here with us. I usually lead the sessions in Spanish and have my own website and the translation of what Cobra writes for all the Spanish-speaking community. So you are welcome to visit it. es2012portal.blogspot.com. And many greetings from the north of Germany.
Yes, thank you, Felipe, coming to us from Germany. And, by the way, to our audience, please in the chat, if you'd like to say hello and let us know where you're coming from, that would be great. And now we're going to say hello to May. Hi, May.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, everyone. Good night, good evening, and good morning. I'm Mai. I'm part of the Sisterhood of the Rose and Victory of the Light Spanish team. Well, I'm so happy to be here tonight. your technical support in this session, and please enjoy the session. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias a todos los hispanohablantes que nos acompañan. Gracias. Thank you, Deborah.
Thank you, May, for your wonderful support that you bring to our team. And hello, Cindy.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, everyone. I'm Cindy from France, and I represent the Prepare for Change Network. And I usually lead the clearing implant session in French, and I manage the French meditation website, French Will Have Mass Meditation. Thanks for being here with us to crack the matrix.
And thank you, Cindy, so much for all the work that you do. And hello, Hanukkah.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. I am from the Netherlands. I join these Victory of the Light implant clearing sessions, and I'm an admin of the Telegram group. I do a lot of earth grid keeping and light grid work, shadow work, and especially specialize in healing deep rooted trauma whenever people need me. So that's my main talent.
And talented you are, Hanukkah, and we're very grateful to have you as part of the team. We have, as you can see, we have people coming to us literally from around the planet. That's why this is the international session. And so we are, again, so grateful for your attendance. If this is your first time, we open our arms very wide to you with a big welcome. We're glad you made the commitment to do this work, and a huge special thank you to everyone who really joins us consistently and is here on a regular basis doing this work, this very, very powerful work. Not only are you healing yourself, you are also putting some really beautiful, powerful movement and light into the planet. So we thank you so much. We're going to start today with something a little bit different. We are going to have Hanukkah spend a few minutes with us, just grounding us and getting us ready for this session in the most powerful way. So, Hanukkah, I'm going to turn this over to you, and we are just going to sit in your beautiful energy for a few moments. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will try to do my best. We all know we have a pineal gland and we have a heart. And there's a very important center, energy center in our being, which is called the hara. It is about 4 inches below our navel. And it's in the area of your solar plexus. Now, if you start entering into spirituality and focusing on your upper chakras, it's a very nice feeling. But if you really want to manifest and be able to do your mission on earth, you need to ground, because otherwise anything you do will not anchor in this physical reality. So I would like to guide you for a very short moment on grounding in a very simple way. So if you want to, you sit back on your chair or wherever you're sitting on, and you take a deep, relaxing breath. You breathe in through your nose. You can visualize you breathe in brilliant white source energy, filling all your cells. And you breathe out everything you do not need anymore. Just feel yourself sinking into your chair. Feel your feet flat on the ground. And feel this energy center like 4 fingers below your navel. It's like a tennis ball. And feel its energy with your hands. You can put both of your hands on your belly and just feel the warmth going through your hands. And then imagine a laser-like beam going down from this energy center, deep down with a laser-like beam to the center of our beloved Gaia. And this beautiful goddess Gaia receives our energy and she beams it back up to us through our feet and through our prana tube, our chi, main chi channel, our energy channel, through our perineum, filling this energy center with our beautiful, beautiful light and energy and love. Feel it nurturing you. And imagine this beam getting wider. Feel the warmth of the energy filling your legs, filling your perineum and your belly. At the same time, you focus on your heart and you feel source energy coming in through your head, coming down through your head and your chakras, down into your heart, dropping down into your chi center in your belly. And these two energies unite and they start to spin. Feel this energy in your belly spinning and this making it a ball which getting bigger and bigger, white gold, strong, pure crystalline energy filling your belly. And make it as big as the contours of your body. And keep feeling the flow of energy from Gaia to that energy center. And then when you take a deep breath, on the out breath, you lift that energy up to your heart. And with the next deep breath in, when you breathe out all that energy into your energy field, your own sacred space. And this energy fills, life force energy fills your energy field all the time. It's always there. You only need to focus on it and you'll feel it. And the energy in the belly is the energy with which you manifest. When you feel ungrounded, you can just focus on that belly and feel that laser beam going down, back and forth, rooting you in Mother Earth's energy. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes and we can continue.
Thank you, Hanukkah. Very beautiful, and it felt very important to do some grounding today. So we hope that you enjoyed that and you found it helpful. I just want to show a few more hellos from our audience. Alyssa says hello. Milos says hello. And Marion says hello. So thank you so much for and Jay, good to see you again, Jay. Thank you for being here. Says thank you. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so now we are going to move on to the session itself. Let's get moving here, and we are going to talk about what we're going to do today. First, we're going to give a quick explanation for to explain exactly what the implants are. For anyone that's new or needs a review, then we're going to prepare ourselves to do this work. And we're going to be doing a protection protocol. We're going to invoke Command 1221. Then we're going to invoke our I Am Presence and the Goddess. So that's what we do to prepare ourselves. And then we move on to the core exercises. These are the exercises that will actually do some of the work to begin to dissolve these implants. And so the first thing we will do is a contract cancellation. Then we will do two very important triangulation exercises. One is called I Am God, and one is called Sex is Love. Explain those and why they're important um, throughout this session so that you'll fully understand. And then we're going to leave a few minutes for some comments, questions, and sharing from you, our fabulous audience. And then for anyone who would like to stay on for an extra 15 minutes, we are going to be doing the global mass meditation for peace for the Russia, NATO, Ukraine situation. As we all know, is very heightened at the moment. And so while we're together in this beautiful space, we are going to use our very powerful energy to meditate together for an extra 15 minutes if you would like to stay on at the very end to do that. So let's move on to the program. And just a reminder for our international audience, we have translated all of these exercises that we're doing today into other languages that you see here on the screen. And so if you would like to find one of these languages translated for the exercises, you can go to victorialuminous.fr/clearing implants. And that link is also in this description, and we'll put that in the chat box so that you can go there and, go there, but, make sure you come back to this live broadcast so that you can follow along with us. And so we're going to be doing the quick introduction for a few minutes to explain what the implants are. And I'm turning this over to Felipe, who will do that for us. Thank you, Felipe.
Okay, so we are going to start learning about what are the implants and why is it necessary that we are in need to remove them. Okay, 25,000 years ago, the dark forces took humanity hostage and created a quarantine Earth. They created a virtual reality control system that is usually referred to as the Matrix. So, implants are one of those means of control that the dark forces use to maintain this matrix. And they are programmable crystals that continue to be put into the mental, astral, and etheric bodies of every human upon incarnation. And these implants create a space time black hole anomaly, thus confusing human minds, emotions, and separating energies inside the bodies. Every person has three primary implants, and we will describe them next. Each implant holds belief systems that limit our spiritual evolution. The light forces have begun with gradual clearing of human implants, but now we can help with this process by using the implant removal techniques that we are going to explain in this session. Now, when light workers and light warriors work and act together, it facilitates the actions of the light forces to liberate the planet. So, in the next slide, we have these three primary implants. On the left side, we have these two implants that are above the eyebrows. And this is what is we call the vertical implants, and they establish a separation from source and from the higher self of every person. So if you see that people are having decisions, making problems, survival fears, blocking of intuition, separation, and loneliness, it is much probable that these implants are working in full extent. To do the removal of this, we are going to do a few exercises later, something that is called I Am God exercise. And on the right side, we have the horizontal implant, which is 4 centimeters above the navel near the solar plexus. And this is one implant that establishes a separation between the heart and the sexuality. And also, in this way, causes a separation in between men and women. And it creates conflict and division in our society. It blocks our emotions, our creativity, and suppresses our kundalini. To help with the removal of this implant, we are going to use the exercise that is called Sex is Love. It's going to be the last exercise. We have to remember that before every incarnation, we are reimplanted again to assure that we are kept in amnesia and lower vibrations. So let's work to remove this. And back to
Yes,
you,
thank you,
Deborah.
Felipe. Thank you, Felipe. Yes, let us work together to remove these implants. And just a reminder that it is important that you protect yourself before doing this work. And that's why in a few moments, we are going to be doing a protection protocol. And you notice we also started our session with some protection. So it's important that you protect yourself actually anytime you're doing any kind of light work. And we also will be invoking our I am presence. And what this will do, this will help to legitimate the contract cancellation that we will be doing in a few moments as well. And we suggest doing these exercises on your own. These sessions are recorded. You can do them whenever you want, but remember, it is important that you follow the protocol and in the order, especially by doing the protection meditation and the contract cancellation first. These sessions are important. You know, as I said, I'm really so grateful to everyone joining who around the world. Actually, let me just put up a few more hellos. You guys are so great with your comments today. We have Croatia, Hungary tuning in. We've got France. Thank you, Francois. Everyone is so beautiful. So thank you again. And some great comments. And let's see. Looking at a few other, yeah. And we'll be sharing more comments at the end as well and throughout the session. So we invite you to chat with us. And I'd also invite you to through the session, or maybe at the end, if you have suggestions or ideas, we are going to be improving the session. Over time, and we'd love your input. What part of these do you really like? What do you feel is most helpful for you? Share with us what you're thinking. That helps us to know how it's helping you. We want help us to help you. How's that? These sessions are very important. In my recent interview with Cobra, I had asked him about these sessions, and he had responded that these sessions have assisted quite much. He says, I would encourage everyone to continue the sessions, to expand these sessions, because these really are a helpful tool for the light forces to clear the implants faster and more efficiently. What people can achieve is deprogramming, dissolution of limiting belief systems, liberation of consciousness. That can definitely be a result of this clearing process. So we are all looking for dissolving our limiting beliefs and liberating our consciousness, being free of these implants and being free of the programming. So you can see why this work is very important. So now we're going to do the preparation exercises. The first one is very simple. All you have to do is sit back, close your eyes, listen to our guided video for 7 minutes, and visualize beautiful protection around yourself. So let's begin.
Relax your body, emotions, and mind by focusing on your breath or in any other way that works for you. Visualize a brilliant white vortex of light emanating from your soul star chakra, moving in a clockwise direction downwards throughout your body, purifying the energy fields of your physical, plasma, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies. Maintain this vortex by connecting it to the source of universal light and program it to maintain all your energy bodies purified. Visualize an egg-shaped, semi-permeable mirror shield around your auric field of your physical, plasma, etheric, astral, and mental bodies. This mirror shield allows all positive energies into your energy field, but reflects and bounces all negative energies back to their source. Program this mirror shield to alert you when any type of negative energy is directed your way, and let it reflect it back to its origin. Visualize light rearranging all parts of yourself and all parts of your energy fields back into a state of balance and harmony. While doing this, you can hum the mantra Om, because Om is the primeval sound of light, and its resonance will restore harmony most effectively.
And a reminder that you can find this meditation in many languages on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. This is a wonderful meditation to do daily to protect yourself. It's a great way to start your day. It's a great way to end your day. So we invite you to bookmark that meditation and to use it often. So again, you'll find that most likely in your language on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. And we have put links to that also in the chat. So let us continue on. Now we're going to do a very powerful invocation that you're probably familiar with and hopefully you use often. This is exercise number 2, our command 1221. And I'm turning this over to Cindy for a few minutes to explain this and to guide us through this. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Deborah. So, each of us is linked to a multidimensional Pleiadian galactic team who uses Stardust technology to scan us remotely and assist us. So, if you wish a personal team of light beings to be formed for you, say the command 1221 protocol aloud 3 times in a row. The first time you say this, a team will be formed, and each time you invoke the protocol after that, your own team will check your status and help whenever and however they can. If there is a situation where you need help or support, it will be like an SOS call for them. You can call them as often as you feel guided. They are happy to assist when asked. And when you say this out loud, it is more powerful because the vibration of your voice enables more possibilities for intervention on the physical level. And this code also has a communication function. You can use it to simply communicate with your team. You can make some requests or thank them or just talk to them. But be aware that it is not a complete and automatic physical, energy, and spiritual protection. So now we are going to let you 1 minute to say command 1221 in your own language 3 times in a row out loud.
Thank you, Cindy. Now we have our teams surrounding us, supporting us, helping us. And just for a moment, just take a deep breath and feel how wonderful that feels. It's easy in this matrix to feel very alone. And this is a wonderful invocation to do just to remind you that you're never alone and that we are supported. We have beautiful beings of light that love us and support us, and they want to be there for us. We just have to ask for their help, and using Command 1221 is a very quick and easy way to do that. And one thing I like to do after we around the planet have done this with our personal teams, I love to have us all visualize ourselves surrounded in this beautiful light of our team of light beings, and then feel that light growing and connecting with the light of the teams of every other person doing this session live with us today. Feel that light increase. Feel it strengthen. Feel it increasing and surrounding the planet, uniting with each other, feeling the love and support of each other and of all of these beautiful galactic beings that are here with us today, guiding and supporting us. It's a very, very powerful feeling, and we have created much light just now. And we are about to create more light as we move on to our third exercise. This also is a very, very powerful exercise in which we will connect to the I Am Presence, and we will also be invoking the goddess. And so I am turning this over to Hanukkah, who will guide us through this exercise. Thank you, Hanukkah.
Thank you, Deborah. Some links have already been posted into the chats already, guiding towards the meditation to receive and hold pure light and unite with the I Am Present. So I invite you, whenever you want to take a look at that link as well. In this exercise, we are going to connect to the I Am Presence, and after that, invoke the presence of the goddess to our session, to our reality, and into our physical body. As usual, we are going to connect to the I Am Presence first. When we connect to the I Am Presence, we legitimate the contract cancellation that we are going to do in the next step. We all have contracts with the dark forces, but now we can cancel them, layer by layer. And we dissolve the implants in our forehead that are designed to separate us from the I Am Presence and from Source. So now we are going to reconnect. So sit back, feel yourself grounding again with that laser light beam into Mother Earth from the energy center in your belly. And close your eyes and take a few deep, deep breaths. Feel the energy from Source coming in through your crown chakra and uniting with that energy in your belly, and lift it up to your heart. Feel your energy field filling with energy from your heart. First, I'm going to say 2 invocations very slowly so you can repeat them and say them out loud if possible. I call upon the pillar of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I Am that I am. I ask the presence of the I Am that I am to join and merge with me. Now, visualize and call upon the energy to move upward inside the pillar of light in the direction of higher light through my crown chakra at the top of my head. Then I energize my chakras one by one. I start with the root chakra. Energize and harmonize my sacral chakra. Energize and harmonize my solar plexus. Then energize and harmonize my heart, followed by my throat and my third eye. And then I energize and harmonize my crown chakra. And my eighth, Solth star chakra. See it filling with pure white light, bright and clear and shining. And then I energize my ninth chakra, my spirit star chakra, followed by my 10th universal chakra and my 11th galactic chakra. And in my 12th chakra, the divine gateway, I meet, merge, and unite with my I Am Presence. Feel the I Am Presence anchoring down in your body from the top of your head all the way to the bottom of your feet and all the way down to the core of Goddess Gaia. And as you feel the I Am Presence filling your cells, filling your body, brightening up your light, your energy, and filling you and nurturing you. Keep your eyes closed, relax, and breathe as deep as you can. This time you don't need to repeat what I am saying, just relax. You breathe deeply in and visualize a loving feminine presence. A beautiful, warm, caring, tender, and also very powerful goddess, descending from the sky and entering your physical body. Feel her divine presence harmonizing our inner woman and make us more loving. Feel this energy filling all your cells, flowing through you as a wonderful warm stream of energy, nurturing every cell of your being. And then visualize that men and women are living in perfect understanding, in pure love, our society living in peace, people taking care of each other with compassion, understanding, and harmony, our wounds healing naturally with ease and grace. And we all have and feel our connection with our soul and with Source, in perfect balance of our inner male and female aspects, uniting the divine feminine and the divine masculine for once and for all. Stay united with her presence as we continue this wonderful session with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hanukkah. I have to come back here a second. we tease Hanukkah that her voice is like a lullaby, and it's so beautiful and soothing. And so yeah, I have to come back to reality here. That was so beautiful. Thank you again, Hanukkah, and we hope that our audience can feel. Not only the I am presence within themselves, but the beautiful goddess um, within and surrounding this session. And so thank you. Much beautiful work. Well, I'd love to keep us in this place, but we do have to move on. Because we have some important work to do. And we are moving on to the core exercises. And as I mentioned earlier, these are the exercises that actually work to begin to dissolve the implants. And I am going to be turning this, the first one, over to Felipe. But let me just explain real quick, reminding you that you will need paper and pencil, or pen, something to write with. We are going to be writing. So no typing on the computer or tablet. We're actually going to be doing it the old-fashioned way by writing it out. That energy to do that is very important for the effect of these exercises. And the first one we'll do is the contract cancellation, and Felipe will explain that. And then we'll do the triangulation exercises 5 and 6, in which we will write the words I am God, I am not God, and the words sex is love, sex is not love. And I will explain how that works when we get to that portion. So let's begin with the first one. Oh, let me first mention, some people think they do one session here and the implants are gone. And we wish that was how it worked, but remember, these have been here for quite some time. They are quite embedded in our non-physical energy fields. And so it's highly unlikely that doing this session just once will remove the implants. However, you can receive some very powerful healing and insights during these sessions. It's amazing what people feel and the insights that they gain from doing these. And when you do these exercises consistently over time, the effects increase of the clearing, especially as the light forces are doing more and more work in their clearing process too. So, and that's why it is important to consistently, either attend the session or go back to one of the replays and do them when you can. So, all right, let's move to exercise number 4, the contract cancellation, and turning this over to you, Felipe. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. Okay, so the contract cancellation is extremely important for us because first we confirm our awareness that there is something in there that we have to work on, and then we decree in loud voice or we write and we cancel these contracts. We have done and we are continuously doing contracts in order to stay in the matrix. But now, through the contract cancellation, we extend our liberation and we extend our freedom to choose. And when we do the contract cancellation, we are liberating ourselves and allowing us to give us a state of mind that is going to help us to remove the implants. Okay. So I'm going to read this contract cancellation once, and please feel the power, the energy that is coming from this decree. And afterwards, we will take 8 minutes in silence so we can write our own and then sign it, and then hopefully keep it and read it as whenever we wish. Okay, here we go. In the name of the I am that I am, in the name of the divine soul presence that I am, I cancel and nullify all my contracts and agreements in the past, present, and future, made between any part of my being and the dark forces. I decree and I command that all consequences of these contracts and agreements are null and void, and are completely and permanently erased from my reality. I am now a sovereign being and free being of light from now on and from all eternity. So be it, and so it is. So let's take now, please take 8 minutes, and then we will write this at our own pace on a piece of paper and hopefully read it afterwards. See you in 8 minutes. All right. Thank you, friends, for being with us in exercise number 4, the contract cancellation. Please keep this contract cancellation and read it as often as you feel guided. And you can also try to improve on it. This is a basic tool that we can always adapt to our reality. And with our own guidance, we can improve this document and then keep it and perhaps even share it. This is what I do. Okay, thank you. So now go back to you, Deborah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Felipe. Yes, and as he said, carry this with you, read it, start your day, end your day, and when you read it out loud, say it with some conviction. The more energy and emotion you put into it, the more powerful it will be. So let us move on to our triangulation exercises. These are the last 2 exercises that we will do today. And but these are probably the 2 most important things in terms of helping to dissolve the implants. And we use the technology of triangulation. And so let me explain just for a moment how it works, because it's a little bit confusing. Because in these exercises, you will write 2 contradictory statements. And you're going to write these statements over and over. And you do this to decrease the implant's effects in your mind by placing it in the other polarity. So you're going to go back and forth between creating this polarity between the 2. For instance, for the vertical implants, which are the 2 above your eyebrows, they were placed here to create the primary belief that we all have that tells us, I am not God. So when you write, I am God, and then you put yourself in that state, and when I say put yourself in that state, what I mean is you truly feel it. You believe it, you embrace it, and you feel what it feels like when you think, I am God. And then right afterwards, you write, I am not God. And then you put yourself in that state and feel that. What you're doing is you're bringing your mind into both alternate states really at the same time, right out, one after another, back and forth. And this then begins to dissolve the implants. And this is the same, it works the same for that horizontal implant, which is the one above your navel. And this was placed here to give us that basic message that sex is not love, or that men and women just can't get along or be on the same page about things. So when you write these 2 alternating affirmations that say sex is love, sex is not love, and again, feeling into it, feeling what does it feel like when you write sex is love? What does it feel like when you write sex is not love? Then it works to decrease the effect of that implant, and that's how it begins to clear. So I hope that makes sense. You're basically working with the two contradictions back and forth, and that's why we do these exercises. We give you time to do them. In this session, we do them for 8 minutes, but we suggest if you're doing these on your own to do them for, 15 minutes or so each, so that you can truly keep having this kind of back and forth, almost ping pong effect. It's sort of like Felipe used a great example once where he says it's like putting hot water in a bucket and then adding cold water and hot water and cold water. And eventually you get just some lukewarm water kind of, it's like a neutralizer. It's like a +1 and a -1 equaling 0. So that's the idea, is to neutralize these implants so that we are liberated from any programming, so that we are free to choose our thoughts. And that is very, very important. Being free to choose our thoughts without any programming. So that's what we do in these sessions. So the first one we're going to do is exercise 5. It is the I am God, I am not God one. And we do suggest that you write this in your own language. And again, you will be filling a piece of paper. Actually, it's not even necessary that you fill the paper. What's really most important is that you do these exercises consciously. It's the strength of your intention that's more important than the number of times you write. So write the words, but give yourself time to feel it. And if you need to pause, if something is stirring something within you, or you're having some kind of revelation or insight, allow yourself to pause and feel, see what you feel, see what insights it leads you to, but then continue on with writing, I am God, I am not God. And you can write, I am goddess, I am not goddess. You can write, I am source, I am not source, or I am one with the source, I am not one with the source, whatever resonates with you, so that you can feel it as deeply as possible. So we're going to put some music on for 8 minutes, and we are going to give you time to write this out. Just continue writing until the 8 minutes are up, and don't forget, feel it, put yourself in that state. And we'll see you back here in 8 minutes. And welcome back. As Hanukkah has posted, you can repeat this exercise whenever you want. It will gradually improve your connection with Source, and in doing so, your connection with your deepest essence, which is so beautiful. And Hanukkah had also reminded us that it is important when doing this work that we drink water following this work, and because we are releasing toxins, believe it or not. And these, even though we're working in our energy fields, but we are all, our energy fields are all united in one. So it may affect us in the physical as well. So it is important that we stay hydrated. And let's see. Oh, Jay had asked, is this beautiful music available as an album? Um, that is our wonderful May, who has come up with such beautiful music. And we're going to ask her to, if she would like, she can share it in the chat as to what that was. Because yeah, right. That was really lovely. Thank you, May. I would like to quickly share a comment from our beautiful Eva. Always so good to see you here, Eva. Thank you so much for your consistent attendance. And Eva said, I am doing the exercise with I am goddess, I am not goddess. Today resonates better with me. I feel strong goddess energies. And Hanukkah had agreed with her, saying, I do too. Strong divine feminine energies flowing and coming through. And I agree. I agree. And I think a lot of it had to do with Hanukkah's beautiful invocation that she guided us through earlier, bringing in that goddess energy. And we are going to be bringing more goddess energy at the end of the session with our meditation, calling in the goddess to help with the war situation. So yeah, I normally do. I am goddess. I am not goddess. But today I was guided to do I am source, I am not source. That came through very strongly for me. I started writing I am goddess and I paused and I thought, no, I need to do I am source today. And this is aligning with some other um, healing and light work that I'm doing for myself. And so it's really important that you pay attention to what you're guided to do, which which direction you're guided to go when you do this exercises. So tune into that and do what resonates. um, Let me just see if there's any other. Oh, beautiful. Francois said, I am one, I am unity, I am separation, I am. Oh, that's what you were, I see. Yes, so that's what you were doing, the two contradictory statements. That's an interesting way to do it. That's beautiful. Um, oh, thank you, Eva. I love your comments. So thank you. Let's see. Um, oh, May has shared that, let's see. It is not yet on the album. We will soon share a link to download it. Great. Wonderful. Thank you, May, for posting that. I appreciate that. Um, and big smile and some love from Jay. So, okay, let's move on to exercise number 6. And for this one, it's exactly the same concept, only we're writing the words sex is love, sex is not love. Um, with these, we do suggest that you use these words unless something very strongly comes through you that resonates, um, that fits this concept better. Remember, with this one, we are working on that implant that is in the navel area, the one that separates our sexual center from our heart center, that puts a separation between men and women. So along those lines is what we want to write, two contradictory statements. And again, we do suggest you do this in your own language, and putting some feeling into it. Feel it as you write it. Put yourself in the state of each statement, and we will see you back here in 8 minutes again. And welcome back. I hope that was very powerful for you. Both of these exercises, they bring up hopefully a lot of feelings and emotions, and be okay with it. As Hanukkah had posted, have compassion for yourself. This is some deep inner work that we're doing, and it's okay to let yourself feel. This is how we release, and especially on this sex is love exercise, it may trigger some powerful emotions for both women and men. There's been a lot of programming in this area, um, and a lot of disharmony and abuse, and remember, we're carrying a lot, not just from this lifetime, but other lifetimes as well. So have compassion for yourself when you do this work, and practice some good self care after these sessions. As we've said, drink a lot of water, maybe take a nice Epsom salt bath. That helps with removing toxins as well, and just really give yourself compassion. Remember, um, these these implants were placed to program us. And so, but a lot of times we want to be hard on ourselves and think, oh gosh, why do I always think that? Or why do I always say that? Or why do I feel that? And this is where you have compassion and acknowledge that there is some programming going on that most people aren't even aware of. And this is when awareness is the first step to healing, and by being aware of this, we can heal, and neutralize these implants and liberate ourselves so that we are free to think for ourselves. And so, as you do this work more and more, you'll notice that you're able to have more consciousness, and more mindfulness in your thoughts, and think, oh gosh, that's just programming, or there I go again, time to reframe my thinking. Remember, you can choose your thoughts. I always say we are smarter than our brain, and we can choose our thoughts. And this removing of these implants helps us to do that. I'd like to share some comments regarding this. DMCK said, when I did the I am God, I am not God, I had pain in my heart. And when I did the sex is love exercise, I had pain in pancreas, lower left rib instead. Interesting that you're having physical pain show up. Um, the I am God often does bring a sadness. I notice this. I often tear up doing both of these exercises. But interesting about the pain in the pancreas left lower rib. Would anyone on the team want to comment about that?
Just about all these effects that we have in the body are most probably related to some clearing up of energies on that areas. Let's remember that those implants are not in the physical body. However, the precipitation of that energy or the lack of it, it is clearly felt in some areas of the body. So, since everything is connected, basically we have meridians and stuff like this that take energy up and down our bodies. It is probably that is just hitting one area where something is blocked, so it's trying to clear it up. But the the clearing in itself shouldn't take too long, shouldn't last too long, or shouldn't be extremely painful. So let's just keep the information and the awareness that something is purifying, is being cleaned up in there, and everything is going to be okay.
Thank you, Felipe. For just as he said, it a lot of this pain usually doesn't last very long. And so again, having compassion with yourself, and 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 allowing yourself just the rest, whatever you need to heal through this process. Want to share some comments, and if you would like to share anything from, this is our comment time to share anything that you would like. I'd like to share this comment popped up um, during the session from Tony, and we love this comment. Um, she said, "Just joined, was unaware of the powerful work you are doing. I am rewatching. I am from South Carolina and very grateful to have this YouTube site pop up. A loving hello to all around the world." And I was thinking the same thing. Hanukkah's response said, "That must have been divine guidance. Great to have you join us here with us." So, yes, we love it when that divine guidance kicks in. And this is what happens when you create so much love and light around yourself, and especially when we work in a group. That love and light is so completely magnified. So, thank you, Tony. We hope you join us on a regular basis. And let's see here. Um, Chauncey says, "Does anyone else feel immense energy frequencies this past week or so? The ambient vibration levels feel much higher when I'm outside." I will agree with you on the outside thing, Chauncey. I'm a huge advocate for nature and raising your vibration and being aware when you need to raise your vibration, and then being proactive about doing something. And for me, and I know many others, going outside truly, truly helps. Um, Even if it's literally just finding a patch of grass that you can put yourself into, or take your shoes off and feel the grass. Or I know in many parts of the world it's winter right now, but even scooping up some snow, or just being outside, looking at, watching nature, watching birds, watching trees, walking through a forest. Felipe was saying that he had a very powerful experience this past week walking through a forest.
Mhm.
And yeah.
There is always these new energies that are coming in cycles, in waves through to our planet, and is affecting people in different ways. One thing that I have noticed is that is helping people to remove all the shadows, those things that are deep in the subconscious mind that lead our existence, and this stuff is coming out and then is helping us to remove it. So whenever possible, if you live close to a forest, to an area like there's a garden or a park or whatever, just go ahead and then take the energies of nature, because those energies are cleaning yourself up. So you can visualize when you're walking among the trees that you are absorbing all these beautiful energies that are coming from the earth and cleaning and purifying and making you whole. Visualize that this energy is touching each organ of your body, and then afterwards, after your walk is done, you're going to feel excellent. And let's also remember that no matter what the chaos that is happening in the outside world, we have to remaining calm and try to keep our vibrations high, because in this way we are certainly sending this information to the entire planet for other people to do it. Because once somebody does it, then the others will realize that it is possible, and then they will do it again. So we will form in this way a beautiful network of light that is going to help us to bring this planet for liberation and move forward. Okay.
Excellent, Felipe. Yeah, as he was saying, it's in these times. I just wanted to add that. Well, I wanted to add two things. One is I want to add water to that list he mentioned, um, in terms of healing. And you don't always have access to water, but when you can, and I notice times when I can't get outside, because I'm very drawn to water. Um, and I will take a shower, or I will take a bath, and it immediately raises my frequency. So I feel we have a responsibility, especially as these energies are increasing. Remember, as the energies, the frequencies are increasing, um, because we live on a planet of duality. Um, the there's gonna be an increase both in positive and negative energies, and so as those things are magnified, I feel that we as light workers have a responsibility to be very mindful of our own frequency, and to really be mindful of when our frequency needs some attention, and it needs to be raised, and to not get caught up. Um, I like to just kind of feel the negative energies just sort of flow through me, and try to transmute them. So, um, again, that is our responsibility, and that's why we're here to support each other through that work as well. So thank you, Chauncey, for that great comment, that allowed some additional conversation. Let's see, I want to share a comment. I am Reiki. Eugene here. It would be great to have a way to connect and speak with others that are doing the work, sharing our experiences, a network platform to connect. Thank you, Eugene, for mentioning that. And there was a reminder. Chauncey mentioned, the Telegram. We have our groups on there. We do have the Victory of the Light group, which I believe that you're familiar with, and that everyone's familiar with, and there's Sisterhood of the Rose. So Telegram, there's the Telegram option, and I will mention Sisterhood of the Rose also has um, a networking platform on the Sisterhood of the Rose network site. So you might want to check that out. And there's also another platform in development that will allow people to have these conversations. And so we'll keep you posted on that. Um, Yes, yes, yes. And let's see what else. What other comments do we have? Maria has stated, I felt energy moving around in my sacral chakra. Thank you so much for this important work. Thank you, Maria, for your important comment. It sounds like that was happening, I would assume, during the Sex is Love exercise. And always very good to get that movement going, and sounds like some kundalini actually action going on there, sister. So thank you so much for sharing that, Maria. um, John C has said, do not forget to ground yourself. Let your feet touch the earth for an extended period. This releases tension and restless energy. Yes, yes, yes. As I said, I felt called to do this. Um, Last week I found a place where I could be find some sand near a lake, and even though it was cold out, I literally took my shoes and socks off and just buried my feet in the sand, and oh gosh, it was heavenly. So um, that's important, and that is why we did we had Hanukkah do the grounding exercise to start this, because grounding during these intense energies is very, very important. um yeah, let's see. Uh, DCMK V2 also said, same last week. I've been very dizzy. Let's see. Stay in your path. Oh, always good to see you. Stay on your path. Thanks for being here. Today, while writing Sex is Not Love, I had a sudden jealousy feel. My thoughts to myself, oh, much more healings work are needed still. Interesting. Yes, yes. Of course, jealousy is a lower vibrational emotion, and sex is not love is a lower vibrational thought. And so it's not surprising that that came up. So, again, these things come up for our awareness so that we can heal them. So I'm so glad that came up for you. Stay in your path. And thank you so much for sharing that very much with us. So let me see. Are there any other comments, or would the team like to make any other comments at this point before we move on to our exercise, our meditation, our bonus meditation? If you would like to stay on for an extra 15 minutes, we will be together while we have this beautiful, intense energy with all of us together to do that meditation together. And I don't know. I feel we were all the team was a little nervous before starting this session because there were some intense energies, and we had a few technical issues, but I will say I'm feeling some really beautiful light, some really solid connections with all of you, and just really, really um, loving the light that we've generated here today. So, who would like to share?
Perhaps I should share a little bit of a thought that I had. And let us remember that there is a glowing stream of infinite light, bringing visions, the event, and the end of the night. Ideas are flowing, awareness is growing, ascension is ready, onward steady. Thank you.
Felipe, that's beautiful. I haven't heard that before. That's beautiful. Um, did you write that, or where did
Oh
you
yes,
find it?
yes, yes. Once in a while, I get some lines like this, and then I form them, and then I share them. Yes.
Okay, that's too fast. We may have to share that next time. That is
Mhm.
really, really great. So, wow, thank you for sharing that with us today.
You're
So,
welcome. Yeah.
and that was an original from
Mhm.
our dear Felipe. So, um, oh, just quick comment I want to mention, Maria, this is a good idea too. Yeah, Boston, where it is cold, so she bought grounding mats that were great. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I've thought about that, and so they do work. That's interesting, Maria. If you have any tips on any particular what we need to look for in a grounding mat, please share that with us because much of this audience is in the northern hemisphere, and yeah, we are dealing with some cold. Where I am, it's especially cold today. So I would be very curious to hear more about that grounding mat. Um, and so let's see. Return of the Goddess. Yes, Chauncey, thank you. One of the it is as hard as it is for us to acknowledge the concept of war and to put some attention on it. What I do love about this meditation that we're about to do is that it brings in the goddess, the beautiful pink pillar of light, the beautiful pink light, and the goddess presence herself. And I always just I know we're doing it and it's helping the planet so much, but I personally also feel so wonderful after when we bring in the goddess for these peace meditations. So stay with us. We're going to be doing that in just a moment. I want to do a couple quick reminders. Um, we let's see. Um, we have our Telegram channel, as we mentioned. The channel and the group. The group is a very robust group where we can have some interesting conversations, and that's our Victory of the Light channel and chat. And of course, the We Love Mass Meditations. Our friends there keep a page for the implant sessions as to when they are and when they're taking place. So we invite you to check both of those for upcoming sessions. For there's some time changes taking place around the world coming up, and so we're going to post at a later time when the next session will be and what time that will be. We are also doing some a little bit, as I mentioned, some um, revamping and additions to the program. So we may take a little extra pause in between the next session. We'll be in touch about that just as we make those changes and deal with the different time zone changes around the world. So please check our Telegram channels. And also, we love mass meditation for that information. So, and a lot of this information is posted on different places of social media. Some of the Sisterhood of the Rose social media will also post this. So, I'm going to mention a few other. Oh gosh, boy, there's a few more comments. Let me just add these real quick. Hanukkah has great suggestion. You can put a thread of copper and shape it in the form of the infinity symbol, like her avatar image, and then put it below your sleeping mattress at night. This really helps grounding too. I've heard about using copper wire, and but that's a great idea to put it in the form of the infinity symbol. Hanukkah, would you like to say anything more about that?
Yes, it was actually Mehan Keshe, this Iranian guy who invents a lot of beautiful technology for healing. And I did a consultation with him once, and he said, if you really want to ground yourself, then buy this piece of copper thread. It doesn't have to be very thick. And you just shape it in the form of the infinity symbol, and you just put it below your mattress. And it's really, really helpful. It's really great, and it gets all the energy moving as well inside yourself. So it's really beautiful, really effective.
Okay. I'm going to go to a hardware store and go get some.
And you can also use, because copper is really difficult to get, but
Right.
copper is in the electrical cables you can buy for connecting your audio or whatever equipment. So it's in there as well. So you can use those as well.
So you're saying an electrical cable to do what kind of electrical cable? Hanukkah?
The ones you use to connect your audio equipment, like your speakers or things like
Really?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
they have copper in them most of the time.
Interesting. Yeah, because I do know coppers has been very hard to find.
Yeah.
And so I would have never thought of that. So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
That's great. Yeah. Maria has said she wished she had more info on the grounding mat. Of course, now we know we can use copper or electrical cables. She said I bought online. I was guided through the reviews from others, and she mentioned Felipe. That was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Another comment from, I hope I say this name right. Joyo Tiba. Thank you for the invocations and the exercises. I did the cancellation contract in the past, but this I am God and sex is love is powerful. Yes, it is. And thank you for joining us. And I'm glad that you found that so very, very powerful. Let's see what Esther has to say. I lost my phone. I'm on my laptop now. I wanted to say, love the vibe today is very potent, positive goddess energy. Love it. Esther, thank you so much for saying that. Yes, you're feeling the vibe and bringing your beautiful goddess energy to the session as well. So thank you, Esther. And another comment from Joyotiba, I felt grace in both cases of positive senses, but kind of distant and not present feeling when writing, I am not God. Well, that's probably good. Distancing yourself from that comment. Again, that's just programming, and we want to neutralize that programming. So very, very good. And Maria has added, I have copper wired my indoor plants, helps them connect with nature. I would have never thought of doing that. So I have some plants that normally go outside in the summer, but I bring them indoors in the winter. So what a great idea to connect them with nature, especially this time of year. So wonderful comments. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing those. Just want to do another quick reminder before we move on to our final bonus meditation. If you would like to stay on, I want to just mention that there's many daily meditations going on. We invite you to visit We Love Mass Meditation for all of the daily meditations that are taking place. I want to just point out the 2 vortex meditations that are taking place and on a daily basis for 2 vortexes. One is Ljubljana and the other is for Los Angeles. These are 2 very key vortexes, and they are currently being challenged. And so we're putting some love and light, healing and protection into these vortexes. So you'll see the times there for both of those vortex meditations. And again, you can find all of that information on We Love Mass Meditation. And so we're going to move on now to our peace meditation. Remember, this is the healing peace meditation that we are doing for the situation with Russia, NATO, and Ukraine. And so there's a reminder that this meditation is taking place every 4 hours. At the times you see, these are UTC times, so you can find your time zone conversion on We Love Mass Meditation. And we do invite you to do them as often as possible. But we thought while we're together in this beautiful frequency of light, united, let us do for 15 minutes. We are going to do the meditation for peace and calling in the beautiful, beautiful goddess energy. So thank you for joining us today. And a big thank you to those of you that are staying on to do this extra work. We value you, we love you, and we appreciate you. So let us together meditate for peace for the next 15 minutes. Thank you.
Use your own technique to bring you to a relaxed state of consciousness. State your intent to bring peace and healing to the situation between Russia and NATO. Invoke the violet flame from its primary source to place a circle of protection around you during and after the meditation. Ask it to transmute anything that does not serve the light. Visualize a pillar of pink light emanating from the galactic central sun and then descending down through your body and deep into the center of the earth. Visualize this light flowing through your heart and then through your hands directly to everybody involved in the situations between Russia and NATO, harmonizing everyone and bringing peace. Let the pink light then flow onwards, healing all other conflicts worldwide. Ask the Goddess Presence, the Divine Feminine, to direct energies of peace
and harmony to all unresolved situations between Russia and NATO and everyone involved in these situations. Let these energies then flow onwards and heal all other conflicts worldwide. Allow these energies to continue to flow through your heart and then through your hands into these situations for a few minutes. Goddess wants peace, and peace it will be.
Yes, Goddess wants peace, and peace it will be. Thank you again for staying on this long and joining us for that extra meditation. Your beautiful love and light is very appreciated. And we just, on behalf of the Victory of the Light and Sisterhood of the Rose teams, just want to say a very big thank you for joining us today, and for your commitment, your time and energy commitment to doing this very important work. And so I'm going to show a few of your comments. Sandrine, beautiful Sandrine, saying a beautiful French thank you. And I'll just show a few of these as we phase out. And I would like to, all of us together from the team and our audience, I would love us to say Victory of the Light on the count of 3. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Victory
Victory
Sorry.
of
of
the
Of the
light.
Of
light.
the light.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.